If you currently feel like you don't know what direction your business is going, or you're simply just starting out and you want to make sure you have the best chance of success possible, then this videography business plan is going to help you do exactly that. Now, no doubt when I say the term business plan, it bores you to death and almost sends you to sleep. It certainly does with me, but I found a way to make a hybrid business plan that's going to be fun and exciting and engaging and ultimately tick all of those boxes that you need to have in your business to give you a sense of direction, to give you the targets and goals in order to make your business successful. I've been asked to do this video a couple of times on this channel already, so I just thought this was a great opportunity to sit down and go through with you exactly what's in a business plan and how you can use it to your advantage. I certainly found that with my own business, Perspective Studios, when I started, I often just felt like I couldn't get to that next level. And it wasn't until I went and saw a business coach and a mentor who said that I needed to have a business plan that I really understood the power of it and how it managed to transform our business and enable us to move up those various levels within business, ultimately making more money and getting more clients. But don't get me wrong, I was very, very reluctant. So the fact that you're watching this video and you're actively interested in growing your business, then you're already a couple of steps ahead of me when I was starting out. Now, before I share my screen with you, if at any point throughout this video you find something that resonates with you or you think it's good value for money, obviously you're paying nothing, then hit the subscribe button, join our community. I've made it my mission to give as much valuable information for free as possible. Loads of other people would make you pay for this stuff, so if you want to be a part of this community, show your support, press the subscribe button, and why not leave a comment? I try to reply to as many people as possible. So let's jump straight into this. So as you can see on my screen, there's not much other than a blank bit of paper at this very moment in time. So this is our hybrid business plan. It's not as boring and it just gets straight to the point, ticking those boxes. And this is effectively how it breaks down. Now, if I don't spell anything right, don't worry about that. I can't spell for shit, but that just goes to show you don't need to be smart to make money. So let's go into how it breaks down. Now, first of all, we're going to start off with the business plan side of things, and we're going to be looking at your vision, mission, or goals, okay? Okay, and then we're going to move on to what you would want to then do is like your organizational chart, so org chart, and that gives you an understanding of who's going to be working within your business. Next up, we are then going to look at your targets. And then finally, moving on from that, we're then going to be doing your daily to-do list, so to do. And once you've got these in order, then it makes it a lot more easier because you can't start your to-do list without knowing what direction your business is going in. Otherwise, you're just going to keep doing what you have been, which ultimately probably isn't working as well as it should do. So let's dive into this in a little bit more detail right here. So first of all is the vision. This is what is the end goal for your business? What do you want that to look like? Well, my end goal is a production company with 50 people employed making 10 million a year. Or it might be, I want a business so I can retire and it runs itself, or I can sell my business, or whatever it is. Write down what it is your end goal at the very end of all of this. And if you haven't thought that far ahead, then just have a little think about how far you might want to push your business or you might want to grow it to. Don't worry, this should feel a little bit scary as well. Definitely push yourself outside that comfort zone. Be brave, put down what you want to achieve, because when you manifest it, things start to happen because you're subconsciously making a lot of decisions based on what you want. And to make this a little bit simpler for you, I would normally do something like in 4 years, where location? Are you still working from home? Are you working from a studio, from an office? What does that look like? Where are you located? People. Do you have any people employed in your business? And then thirdly is the type of work. Because with the type of work, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be doing social media advertising? Are you going to be doing YouTube videos? Are you going to be doing business overviews? Are you going to be doing advertising for big brands like Nike and things like that? Write down what type of work you think you're going to be doing in 4 years' time. And then if you really want to extend it, we can move on to in 20 years. And then we do exactly the same thing again. Now, what's important for you to really dive into is the psychology behind why you're doing something. So why? Why are you guiding your business in this direction? Write it down below. Is it to support family, friends? What is it? Why are you guiding your business towards doing that and not towards something else or setting up a business somewhere else? Write down the reasons why. We'll keep coming back to that because that's a really vital part of understanding the reasons you run a business in the first place. Great, so following on from vision, we start to work on the mission. So this is, in a short paragraph or two, what services are you going to offer and what is the mission or the purpose of your business? So for instance, NASA exists because initially they wanted to put man on the moon. That was the whole mission, to put man on the moon. That wasn't necessarily how they did that. The vision was the man on the moon, the mission was to get the man onto the moon, and then all of the to-do list stretches back from that. I love that analogy because I think it's just so simple, and I know businesses can be quite complicated, but it's a really nice way to break it down and think about it that way. What's your mission? What is the purpose of your business? Then we start to think about why are you different and what can you offer? So differences and offering. What are your differences? What differs you to other businesses and what can you offer? Then we want to look at what beliefs do you stand by as well. EFS, I think, yep, something like that. This is important when you think about employing people because you need to know what you stand by as a company so that people can get an understanding of the culture. Now, in essence, this is the bulk of a business plan. This is the boring stuff. This is the future setting, but it's important to know that direction rather than just getting on that plane and hoping it goes somewhere you're happy with. It could go somewhere that you're really not happy with, and that's through no fault of your own, just spending some time to do this and plan your businesses moving forward. So after this, we move on to how are we going to get there? So what are the goals that you're looking to achieve? So how do we get there? How do we get man on the moon? How do we achieve our goals? How do we do our mission? So how do we get there? So the goals, and then I label this in year 1, year 2, year 3, so on and so forth. Now, don't be scared, these things might change. You can be adaptable. You should revisit your plan every 6 months to, you should revisit your business plan every 6 months to a year. So don't be scared about putting something down. It's much better to have some sort of an idea of what you're looking to do than to have nothing at all and just use it all as guesswork. So we're looking at turnover target. We are also looking at pricing structure. So how much do you charge at the moment? How much are you going to be charging in year 2, year 3? Because obviously your experience is going up, your camera equipment's going up and all of those things, so you can probably be charging more. So what kind of prices are you expecting to charge? What types of projects do you expect that you'll be working on? If you're starting out now, you're working on smaller projects, but if your goal is big corporate companies, then how are you going to change the type of work you do over a period of a few years? And then what do you need to do to increase prices? So what now, basically? So what do you need to do to increase your prices that you can act on right now or between those years? Or what do you need to do to hit your target as well? What's really nice, I'm just going to add this in as a little bonus tip, is how many projects. Now, if you work on a project of, let's say, 1 day filming and 1 or 2 days editing, times that by your day rates, and that gives you an idea of your project rate. Now, if you're saying that you want to make $1 million or £1 million a year, then you need to work out what is that project rate on average, and then divide that by 1 million, and that will tell you how many projects you need to do. Because ultimately, if that comes out saying you need to do 5,000 projects, and you've probably misunderstood this and you've probably got it a little bit wrong. So that can be a really good indication of knowing actually how many days work do you have to do in order to hit those targets. And if those two don't add up, then you want to review your prices, you want to review where you are and where you're going as well, and just keep coming back over these same questions. If you're finding the content in this video valuable, then make sure you are subscribed and join our community. That way you'll be notified every time we upload a brand new video, and worst case, if you really don't like it, you can unsubscribe later. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. So following on from this, that is in essence everything to do with a business that you need to know moving forward. I spoke about earlier on a organizational chart as well. This is something I go into more detail about in my course, The Perspective Academy. I'll leave a link in the description below, and there's also a free training to that course on how to create retainer systems to give you a predictable, consistent cash flow so you know how much money is coming in every single month. If you've ever been in a position where you don't know where your next job's coming from, then definitely check out that training. Then all you would need to do is you would take this, look at year 1 one where you said you want to be by the end of next year or whenever, and then backwards engineer it. Understand what you need to do right now today in order to start making steps towards that end goal. Will Smith has an absolutely amazing analogy about him building a wall. And in this case, the wall represents your end goal, your business, and it can often feel overwhelming if you have to build a whole wall. But your job is just to lay the next brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, and soon you'll have a wall. And that's the whole point here. It's not about jumping to that end goal straight away and feeling overwhelmed by the whole process. It's about working out what is your to-do list and taking it step by step, day by day, and doing the best job you can, laying that brick as best as you possibly can. And soon you'll be hitting your targets and you will have built your wall, or in this case, your video production company. If you have found this video valuable, then check out this one right here on how to get any video production client. I share with you some tips and strategies that are going to help you start to sign clients and therefore hit your goals. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. And until next time, peace.